Okay, students, in the previous class we have studied introduction of the emulsion. Okay, so in that introduction we have studied only few types. Now we are going to study further more types and lot of topics related to the emulsion. Okay, so the first classification of emulsion in our previous class we have studied only two types, oil in water and water in oil. Okay, these are called as a simple emulsions. Okay, simple emulsions are how many types? Two types. What are those two types? Oil in water and water in oil that we have studied. And today we are going to give you, I am going to give you lot of information about the oil in water and water in oil. Also we are going to study and practically see in the multicolor diagram about the multiple emulsion. Okay, so multiple emulsions are, they will contain not only two, actually simple emulsions are only binary emulsions. That means they contain only two compounds, but here you will find more than two compounds, then it is called as a multiple emulsion. If any emulsion, the emulsion should contain at least how many parts? Two parts. What are those two parts? Liquid in liquid. Both dispersed phase and dispersion medium must be liquid only. Okay. So if both are both are oil and water in oil, then if three are existing, types will be only two, oil and water, but quantity will be three, then it is called as a multiple emulsion. Okay, so these are called as a multiple emulsions. Understood? Now there is another type also. What is that another type? That is macro emulsion. Okay, what is the type? Macro emulsion we are going to study. So mainly we will be trying to focus on the simple emulsion, and if anywhere something asked, you should be aware of the latest information about emulsion. That's why I have given you oil in water, oil in water in oil. That also I am going to give you diagrammatic explanation. Okay, let's go for the next one. See, this is the identification you should be able to see. Okay, in every emulsion there will be two parts, dispersed phase and continuous phase. Normally we will call it as a dispersion medium. Here sometimes they may use the continuous phase also. Continuous phase is nothing but dispersion medium, what we call in the colloidal solution. Here oil is a dispersion medium, that is continuous phase, and water droplets are available as a dispersed phase. So this type of emulsion, it is a simple emulsion because it contains only two parts. Okay, and what type of it is? Water in oil type. Like this you will be able to, you should be able to identify the type of emulsion. Is it understood? Oil in water or water in oil, how you will find out? Here you will find that water is dissolved in oil, that's why W by O. Okay, now let's see the another. See how sometimes, see, water is there in the blue color and green color is in oil. To improve the stability we will add surfactant. What we are going to add? Surfactant. That's why to cover this topic only I have completed surfactant topic. Okay, so surfactant is the thing which is connecting inside, deep inside you will find oil, outside you will find water. So this is an example of oil in water. Inside that water, inside that white circle is oil, and outside it is continuous phase is made up of the water, and both are connected to the surfactant, and here we call that surfactant as emulsifying agent. So what are emulsifying agent? That also we are going to cover in the in this video lecture only. So try to stay till last. Understood? To make this lecture very interesting, I have to bring this multicolor diagrams. You are at Vijchem channel. Don't forget to like this video and share it to your friends that you are studying at one of the uh, initiative. Take an initiative in the different ways to teach you in the different manner, so that you can get the concept really nice. Okay, so don't forget to like this video. Do it now itself. Done. Let's go further. So types of emulsion, now you can see multiple emulsion. As I told you, multiple emulsion I am going to tell you. Okay, see, blue color, dark blue color, light blue color, understood? So here I am going to point out here. See, this is one phase, this is another phase, and outside also another phase. So that is water. First you will find water, this is water. Okay, this blue color is oil. Again inside you will find water. Okay, so water, oil, water. Same way here what you will find, here it is water, and outside it is oil, and again inside it is also, sorry, inside this also again oil. So oil, water, oil. So these are the multiple emulsion, two types. Multiple emulsions are again how many types? Two types: water, oil, water, oil, water, oil. Okay, these are the two types. Is it understood? Now let's see the next one. So how to stabilize? What is the reason for the stabilization, and what is the emulsifier or surfactant use? So in the first diagram we are taking a two phases. Okay, here phase A quantity is less, phase B quantity will be more. Okay, so these two liquids are not emulsified, that means they are not mixed with each other with the emulsion. Understood? So where here phase A, phase B. So phase B is here. Here this is the phase A. In the diagram A, you will find the phase B and phase A, which are not mixed together. That is called as emulsified. After some time, this phase A is mixed here. Understood? So that emulsion of phase B dispersed in phase A. Is it understood? But due to instability, without any emulsifying agent, if you are adding, after certain time in the diagram C, you can find that phase A is separated. Slowly phase A is separated. In the diagram D, you can find that it is still stable. What is the reason? You can see the white color circles here. Okay, this white color circle is emulsifying agent. Okay, so emulsifying agent, what is that emulsifying agent, how it is going to be useful, that we will come to know. Understood? That means if you prepare to emulsion by simply mixing the two phases, that is oil in water or water in oil, it might be mixed in initial stage, but after certain point of time they are going to separate. If you want them to stabilize, then we should be using the emulsifying agent. Is this understood? So the purpose of emulsifying agent is to improve the stability by forming the protective layer between the two phases. So how to differentiate, how you will come to know that it is a oil in water type or water in oil type. This is very important for the competition point of view. So these many type of test we are going to understand. What is the first test? Dye test. Second test is dilution test. Third test is electrical conductivity test. Fourth test is fluorescence test. Fifth test is cobalt chloride test. At least first three tests you must identify, you must remember, you must understand. Then you are in the initial stage of the learning. Okay, further we are going to study these are the differentiating test, we can say identification test, we can say 5 types of test. Okay, now let's see the one by one test. First one is dye test. So in this dye test, water soluble dye will dissolve in aqueous phase. That means if you add the what dye are normally water soluble or oil soluble. If you are adding the water soluble dye, that and it is soluble, that means dispersion medium is of the water. Okay, if you add oil soluble dye, if it is dissolving, that means oil is the dispersion medium. Okay, simple. If it is of the oil in water, that means water quantity is more, and when you dissolve the water soluble dye, it will start dissolving in the water. That is dispersion medium is water, so dispersed phase will be oil. So that will be oil in water type. Same other way will be the just opposite. If you dissolve the oil soluble dye, then if it is dissolving, that means dispersion medium. Dispersion medium will be of oil and dispersed phase will be water. So type of emulsion will be water in oil. Okay. So is it understood? So this is the diagram. You can make a note of it. Oil soluble dye, example scarlet. Okay. Maranth dye is a water soluble dye. Okay. So shall we go further? Next we are going to study about the dilution test. So dilution, if it is you are able to decrease the concentration, if you are able to decrease the concentration by adding more amount of water, that means water is a dispersion medium. If water is a dispersion medium, that means dispersed phase will be oil, then it is of the oil in water type. Okay. So oil in water type emulsion can be diluted with water. Oppositely, water in oil can be diluted by the oil. Is it understood? Just let us go for the next test. Very important test among these three, electrical conductivity test. So as we know that water is a good conductor of electricity, whereas oil is a non-conductor. Okay. So if it is dispersion medium or continuous phase is of the water, then electricity will flow with the high speed and continuous phase of oil. Okay. In oil there will be little amount of water, therefore little will be the conductivity, therefore no conductivity or little conductivity, bulb will not glow. So if bulb is glowing, that means it is oil in water type. If bulb is not glowing with high intensity, then it is water in oil type. Okay. Now next one is the fluorescence test. Understood? So fluorescent test is used. Oils give fluorescence under ultraviolet light. This is the property on the basis of which we are going to differentiate both oil in water and water in oil. So oils only will give you the fluorescence. Therefore, oil in water shows a spotty pattern because oil is very less quantity. Therefore, you will find the spots. And ultraviolet spots are observed. That means it is oil in water. And if it is complete fluorescence, at certain dots are non-fluorescent, then it is of water in oil type. Okay. Now let's see the next test, cobalt chloride test. This is required for only advanced type of examinations like cobalt chloride test. Cobalt chloride is used for identification of emulsion. Okay. It is based upon the fact that water soluble cobalt chloride dissolves only in water and also changes its color from blue color to pink color. So if it is oil in water type, then cobalt chloride dissolves into it and changes its color from blue color to pink color. Okay. So this is the cobalt chloride test. Next, let us see about the emulsifying agents. Okay. What are the emulsifying agents? Already we have known, to improve the stability, of the emulsion. In the initial condition, I have shown you the diagram. If you are mixing the two phases A and B without any emulsifying agent, they are mixing for some time, but after that they are going to separate. So if you don't want them to be separated, if you want them to be bound together to improve the stability, emulsifying agent is must. Okay. So emulsifiers are a substance which stabilizes the emulsion by forming the protective layer between the two phases, between the dispersed phase and dispersion medium or continuous phase. We will add the emulsifying agent, so it will be binding the both of them. Okay. So but before selecting the emulsifying agent, what are the properties we must take care? First of all, that emulsifier must be stable and it should be compatible with the other ingredient, that is it should be compatible with oil also, it should be compatible with the water also, and it should be non-toxic, that means non-poisonous, and they possess little odor, taste or color. Color also should not be much high, taste also should not be different, and odor also should not be different. Okay. it should not interfere with the stability or aphacity of the active agent. That means that oil or water stability should not be changed individually. Okay. So, what are the examples of emulsifying agents? Examples of emulsifying agents are first carbohydrate material, okay, second are protein substances. Mainly, you should understand, remember gelatin, egg yolk, cysteine, or oil in water emulsion, okay. High molecular weight alcohol also, stearyl alcohol, cetyl alcohol, glyceryl monostearate are emulsion for oil in water. Cholesterol is an example of emulsion for the water in oil. Okay. So note down all these values and all these examples so that you can answer any type of questions. Is it understood? If you missed any of the slide, kindly go back and note down because notes are very important. I think all of you understood this. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share and like this video to your friends. Bye bye from WizChem.